So now we're going to make an activities in chapter 3, which is the network protocols and communication. First, the activity was given to us is that, but before we answer the activity, let's have a background check with chapter 3. This is all about network protocols and communication. That developing unique and separate systems for the delivery of each new service. It also adapted a developmental framework that allows designers to understand current network platforms and maintain them. So let's proceed to the first activity, which we can see in 3.2.2.5 here. The activity is entitled Protocols and Layers, and as we can see, the instruction is drag the protocol or standard to the TCP or IP layer name as described. There are 4 protocols, which is the application protocols, transport protocols, internet protocols, and lastly is the network access protocol. We will drag. For now, we're going to put the what we call this in the TCP or IP layer in the protocol of application. First is a HTTP, which is we can call it hypertext transfer protocol. Second is this FTP, which is file transfer protocol. We will drag it to the application. Next is DNS, which is dynamic host. DNS is for domain name system. Next is DHCP. That is for the dynamic host configuration protocol. Next is POP, which is post office protocol. Then which one? SMTP, which is simple mail transfer protocol. Next is IMAP, which is the Internet Message Access Protocol. And the last one is BOOTP, which is Bootstrap Protocol. So, we're done in application. We're going to proceed to transport protocol. There are 2 kinds of transport protocol, which is on the TCP, which is the transmission control protocol, and UDP, which is the user data diagram protocol. Oh my god. Then the internet protocol, we're going there. Of course, we have an IP, which is internet protocol. Second is a ICMP, which is internet control message protocol. It. And the third one is EIGRP, which is enhanced interior gateway routing protocol. We will drag it. And the last one is OSPF, which is open shortest path first. Then the last is the network access protocol, and as we can see, there are two slots, so we will put the Ethernet and the interface drivers. So now we will check if our answers is correct. Oh my god, we have a correct answers. So we match the protocol name to the correct TCP and IP layer. So now we are going to proceed to which one? The 3.2.4.5, which is, as we can see, there is a part 1 and part 2 in this activity, which is entitled OSI layer functions. The instruction is we need to drag the OSI layer to its functional description. First is a segments and transfer and reassembles data. I think it is a transport. Second is exchanges frames between devices. Is data link. Yes. Wait. It's so hard to drag. Yeah. Then data link. For now, we're going to make an activity in 3.2.4.5. What's happening? So, which is entitled OSI layer functions. The instruction is drag the OSI layer to its functional description. First, we will read the first one. Segments, transfers, and reassembles data. I think it is a transport. Good. It's hard to draw. Transport. Second, exchanges frames between devices. It is data link. Data link. Third is contains protocols use process-to-process communications. It is application. application. Oh no. Yeah. Provides a data path or route. It is network. Um, Lastly is bit or bit transmission. It is physical. My God. Now we're going to check if our answer is correct. Check. Oh, we've got a correct answer, so we can proceed in the part 2 of this chapter, which is entitled TCPIP layer functions. The instruction is we will drag the TCP/IP layer to its functional description. Okay, like in the first one we do. Now, controls hardware devices and media. It is network access. Supports communications across diverse networks. It is transport. Determines the best path through the network. It is the internet. And lastly, represents data to the user and controls dialogue. It is application. Here we come. We're going to check again. Check. Oh, we have a correct answer. So now we're going to proceed to the 3.3.1.5 activity in chapter 3, which is entitled Illustrate the Encapsulation Process. The instruction is to drag the PVU to the appropriate place in this stack to illustrate the order of the encapsulation process. Okay, we will drag the first one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, that rectangle that we have. We need to, the first one is data passing down to the stock. Second is segments. Third is packets. The fourth is frames. And lastly, the bits. Okay. We will check if we have the right place in the stock to illustrate the order of the encapsulation process. Oh, we have a correct answer. So let's see it. So, yun guys, natapos natin activities para sa chapter 3. And now, I will give summary about this chapter. This chapter began with a review of layer 2 switching. This include a look at how a switch segments a network into a number of smaller collision domains, as well as how a switch makes full duplex communication possible. A look at redundancy and loop avoidance explained the benefits of having multiple paths on a bridge or switch network, but also the potential problems this introduces, namely broadcast storms, the process by which a broadcast storm happens was also discussed step by step in this chapter. Um, loop avoidance for bridge networks was covered in an overview of the spanning tree protocol, the process by which switches elect a root bridge, choose root ports, and decide designated ports were also illustrated with examples. The first spanning trees port states listening, learning, blocking, and forwarding were also discussed in this chapter. A look at VLANs provided an overview of the benefits they provide in segmenting a network into multiple broadcast domains in switch environment. Um, and also the trunking techniques include a look at tagging protocols such as inter-switching linking. And in this chapter, we'll also learn about the models as well as the standards makes that makes networks work, and how can communication occurs over a network. So, yun guys, hope na nakatulong tong video ito for you to know the activities in chapter 3 na nasagutan naman natin. Kaya, bago kayo umalis sa channel ko, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be updated on my other videos that will be uploaded. Thank you!